Hey YouTube, how the heck we doing? If you haven't noticed, I've had a pretty bad cough recently, so I'm just trying to get back into the swing of things. This game I played, and we're going to talk about the runes and builds a lot. It's going to be a mid lane game. As you guys know, I'm doing my 5 roles to Challenger, which people are calling 6 roles now, and I was versus Zyra.
Minions have spawned.
And now, this build here, this rune and build setup, we can see it right here. This can be very popular on support. You guys are looking at this, right? Click, and it goes away. Okay, anyway, well, let me show you in the client here. So, the runes and builds, as you can see here, are going to be press the attack, very common, very popular. Triumph, alacrity, cut down, but this secondary is what I want to talk about. Magical footwear and jack of all trades. This is a very underrated rune page for Teemo because he has item flexibility this season. Now, starting off, this is going to be more popular on the support role. By the way, mid lane versus a mage, you kind of just sit here and farm. You can't really do all that much early. You just farm, you get level 6, you roam. Again, Teemo mid's an underrated role. I think it's truly broken. We're currently Diamond 3 with like a 70% win rate, so it's showing that it's broken. But yeah, versus mages, you just farm, stay neutral, and you start at level 6, you get to play the game. So yeah, this rune page with the Jack of all trades. So how Jack of all trades works is when you get 10 unique stats from your items, you get 25 AP and 10 ability haste. At 5 unique stacks from your items, you get 10 AP. So it's a pretty nice spike, and a lot of stats for free. So the reason why it's so broken on support specifically, because if you look at the support item, look at how many stats you're getting. Health regen, base mana regen, gold per second. That's 4 stats off the support item specifically. So when you base, you buy any item, you get 10 AP first base. Now for mid lane, the reason it works for Teemo, right? Doran's Ring gets 2 stats, ability, power, and health. And then when you go Gunblade first item, right? You get Omnivamp, you get AD, you get a solid first item, you're at 4. At your boots, you get 5th. And then throughout the game, you will get the 10 stats filled out. So it's kind of like a good, if you plan on going Gunblade, it's just a good rune to play with. But again, broken on support. I still went mid lane here to test it. The results are pretty decent, but very broken on support. My current support setup is press the attack is my top rune. My current support setup is press the attack into Gunblade. So yeah, this lane, as you can see, it's just a little boring, right? Gonna fast forward a little bit. That's why I wanted to do this game in the replay mode, because there was a lot of spills where it was boring as heck. And again, I haven't been streaming all that much. This cough has been lingering, really just beating my butt down. But we're trying to get back into the swing of things. Everything's going well on the 5-roll climb, right? Win rates are looking good. Progress is looking good. Also, we hit the donation for Korea, so I will be unveiling those details very soon as well about our Korea climb, which will be awesome. That'll be Teemo Jungle. Here's the first action of the game. So again, right, I start roaming. We play the map. I don't flash there. I should have flashed in hindsight. Volley sticks around. You know we're going to chase him like a degenerate. 1 auto, 2 auto, flash auto Q. Remember, you always Q last. This is a pretty prime Teemo mechanic, right? When you're playing Teemo and chasing somebody, you'd be surprised how often this happens, where you're running them down. Teemo doesn't have a dash, right? Let me lower this a little bit. Teemo doesn't have a dash, so you have to kind of min-max your spacing. So, ready? We flash and we auto. And then, look at this. We Q. Before the Q even comes out, he flashes, and it will follow him. Because it has extra range. Pretty prime Doom mechanic. You always Q last. That was a really nice play. Then we go back to mid lane. As you guys will see, I start dropping CS. This is perfectly fine versus mage. Again, mages mid lane counter Teemo. Teemo's best into those melee matchups. The Sylas, the Kiana, any melee matchups or any weak early game mage, because there's a lot of weak early game mages, and Nivea is a good matchup because she's weak early, can't do anything to level 6. Zerat's even a decent matchup, right? Because you can dodge their abilities. He's pretty weak till 6. So it's like there are some weaker mages, but mainly it's good into those mid lane picks or when they go tank mid, because that's not too uncommon. But versus an early game mage and Zyra, Zyra is very much an early game mage, Zyra brand, right? They're better as supports. So it's like you will lose some CS, and the game will be hard, but that's kind of how it goes, right? Teemo mid's not a broken pick. Nobody ever said it was, but it's really good in the right hands, and it's playable. Again, right? Teemo all roles. It's not about them being broken. It's about playing Teemo in your favorite role. So I look for a bot play here. I should have hit the Ezreal. I don't think it would have mattered too much, but we kind of whiffed. Also, let me put the map on our vision only. My bad. We kind of whiffed, and again, you're seeing we're down a little CS. You're going to see a lull in the game here. Kind of just catching mid-waves. Just always looking for roam opportunities. I will say, no spoilers, but the early game was rough, too. This is one of those games that we really had to channel our willpower, and you'll see what I'm talking about here. So our Yone just died top, right? And then our Gwen goes top. Big ouchies. Big ouchies. So, guys, yeah, it's not looking too hot. It's not looking too hot. Now, like, and again, right, this is where the game all comes crashing down. Our top lane's 0-1, their top lane's 2-0. Our bot lane's even. I'm down 20 CS, although I got a kill, so I'm losing. And, like, this is where it's like, damn, it all comes crashing down. We got to start locking in our mental. Go back mid lane here. Nothing's happening. Like, you see, I always just push. Push the wave, then get the frick out of there. I'm never 1v1ing Zyra. I start looking around, foraging, if you will. Nothing to do, so I'm getting another wave. Pants checking grubs. I'm spam pinging on the Zyra. I get 3-man. Zyra hit me in the head. Good job from her, but I was fried anyway. Right. Zyra took a really good angle. The Gwen goes mid. Doesn't get the Zyra. Now the Gwen dies as well. Oh, mother of pearl. Yeah. Again, you know, my fault. Zyra took a good angle on my head, right? She went underneath, and their team came over the top. Good angle from Zyra. So now it's looking like this is an FF, right? Down 2,600 gold at 9 minutes. Jungler's 0-2. I died. And you're going to see it gets worse. But, you know, it's a good game to review. Just to, you know, just kind of show. It's a good learning game, I think. This is what we call a VOD review. Volley goes bottom. Caitlyn gets caught. Gwen's there, but late. You know, as you'll see a pattern here. 1 to 5 is not looking that good. I base Zyra kind of chunks me for free. Guess what, guys? When the going gets tough, it gets tougher. 1 to 6. Down 4,000 gold at 10 minutes. Makeup, what we just saw earlier. How'd you win? We'll see. Spoiler alert, I did win. Believe it or not. So again, right, I'm down CS. That's normal at the Teemo mid. And I even died, so I could be playing better. I base here. Gwen goes to grubs. At this point, the way I look at this game, right, I'm pressing tab here. We don't have a win con. The win con is not FFing and praying. So it's like I'm not really going to be playing around Gwen. That wouldn't make any sense. Not playing around Yone. That wouldn't make any sense. So we're really just farming for a brighter day. And you'll see that in the gameplay. I'll still look for side picks. Bot lane's not useless. They're doing okay. But Zyra's kind of just holding it down on my head, you know? She's doing a good job. Our bot lane gets double killed again. The score is 1 to 8, down 5k now. As you can see here, Zyra just, like, you can't really do anything when a mage is maging, right? We're losing the game, so I can't really rip any roams. Yone starts picking our jungler. Now, I had chat on. When I'm playing off stream, I do play with chat on. But I had to turn off chat for this game, right? Because off stream, there's just lots of stuff happening. I can manage the chat, I can read it and not get upset. When I'm streaming, right, I'm talking to you guys, I'm playing the game, I'm reading chat. It, like, short circuits me. So on stream, I play with chat off. Off stream, I play with chat on. But even now, I muted. So far, the chat was, Yone's blaming the jungler for not getting top. Like, bro, you're 0-2. I don't think, like, Pantheon top's not a powerhouse, right? You're 0-2 playing Yone. You're obviously getting beat. The Nautilus is flaming the Caitlyn. And then the Gwen's not typing. I'm not typing. Caitlyn's not typing. That was the chat. Then I muted it. As you can see here, Gwen gets crushed again. They must have had a ward, right? Flash by Panth, good job. Scores 1 to 9. But guess what? There's a little Manko on the team. I flash on Ezreal. Volley comes back. Look at the mechanics there. Look at the mechanics, right? So I look here for Ezreal. I didn't think he was going to have Flash because he's 2-0, right? I thought he would use it. He has Flash, unfortunately. That's fine. Gunblade, by the way, have completed Gunblade. Look at the mechanics. We blind the volley stun, put his shroom down on his head. Doesn't aggro. That's okay. We cut it out. Look at that shroom now. He couldn't walk back, get a shutdown. Uh-oh, there's a glimmer, there's a hope. Now, I didn't believe it at the time. I was still thinking we forfeit, right? I was still thinking time to forfeit. Thank God that guy had no ult. But we have a little tech there, right? Scores 2-9. It's not looking winnable. Honor 5 on every account, by the way. Thank you. Yone dies again, 2-10. And Yone's, I would think blaming Gwen. I go top. Guess what? The enemy team's not always going to play perfect, right? You can win these unwinnable games. Panther goes for a plate up top. We take another one. Shutdown, baby. Shutdown system. Another 600 gold in my pocket. I got 500 from Volley, and I got 900 from Panth. Right now, I'm looking fed. So my Jack of Trades, right? Oh, now it's working. Look at that. I'm at 6 stacks for the Jack of Trades. In this game, I didn't even prioritize it, right? We just get one item. We get an extra 10 AP. And, like I said, each stack gives you ability haste. We have 10 AP and 6 haste just for free. And that's without even trying to proc it, So that's pretty cool. Like, standard build, Gunblade, press the attack is what I'm going for. I don't think I go Nashers this game. I've kind of been going Nashers less. I feel like with press the attack and Berserkers, that's all the attack speed I need till Dusk of Dawn gets working for Teemo. But Zyra comes top, can't do anything versus Zyra. We get a kill there. Gwen gets a kill now, right? So now, 4-11, they have 2 Drakes. It's still not looking good, but I have hope. We definitely have hope here. They fight mid, whatever. I don't care about that. We actually get another kill, 5-11. Zyra burns her ult for no reason. I like that. I chase her down, get a free flash. She was just sloppy with it. Push out the wave, get the frick out of here. I push out the wave, and I'm gone. I'm out. I ain't dying. They get Herald. Sometimes you just got to give objectives. That's how it is, especially when behind. Now here, remember, top and mid, it's top and mid's job to side lane, right? More top than mid because top will have free teleport. But I have no interest in going top versus Zyra, right? So I'm trying to position myself. I want to do anything but side lane versus Zyra. So I wanted to go bottom there, -1. I wanted to go bottom, but Yone was there. He died. Naught dies here free. I'm just here just chilling. I'm not trying to fight because, again, I'm not dying. Get my stealth off here. I'm waiting for them to do something crazy. Just holding the mid. I should have went bottom, honestly. Looking at this bottom, I should be going bottom right now. I don't know why I'm not. Panth actually groups mid, which is kind of crazy. So let's talk about macro here. Talk about macro. Look at this bad macro. Why is Panth coming mid? Panth is hitting this tower? Why did he leave the tower to come mid? Talk about macro. Dude, nobody's there to defend him. Why is he going mid? Macro is really important, guys. Side laning is more or less broken. They already won the fight here, right? So why is he going mid? Hey, we'll take it. And then I go bottom, right? Because I'm like, I don't want to fight. I'm going bottom. I should have went bottom earlier. So my macro is stinky. His macro is stinky. Pant's just walking in our jungle. Again, macro, guys, it's really important. That's like we always talk about runes, builds, this or that, right? You like boobies, I like booty. But bald is hot and bald men are hotter. Like we all talk about all this, but dude, macro is what matters. Pant died because he had no macro, and I missed out on 2 waves because I had no macro. So really important. So many things tie back to the macro part. Macro is like where are you on the map, right? Like being at the right time and place is good macro. So again, right top and mid, they control the side lanes. Your bot always goes mid. That's the most safe. Your top and mid control side lanes. As you can see here, I'm going bottom for turret. I'm spam pinging the Nautilus, right? Our Nautilus is 0-3-2, and I am begging him to play around me, but he's not. And this is really mind-numbing for some reason, because like I'm 3-1, but I'm not invulnerable. I'm here by myself. For some reason, our Nautilus goes mid with our 0-3 Caitlyn or 2-3 Grant. I didn't think that was accurate. I think she should be not should be bottom with me. That really annoyed me. Caitlyn dies for free. Nautilus is there with his thumb up his ass. If Nautilus is near me, I can keep pushing, right? And I'm one of the win cons. I'm 3-1. But again, I was spam pinging that. I don't know. Do you guys think I'm in the right or you think I'm in the wrong here? But I was like, you'll notice I'm pinging a lot. Yone actually kills Panth top lane. So, like, our Yone got crapped on, but look at this macro moment. Look at this beast, right? This is when I knew it was winnable. We're down 5k still. This is when I knew we could win. He wins the 1v1, but look at this understanding of the game. He's taking the risk, right? He is pushing top lane. That will either draw them top or that will give him 5 million gold. So look at this macro. 1 HP doesn't give a single F. And sometimes, especially when losing, you have to take risks, right? And he gets the full turret. This is when I knew we could win. Now, if you look at the impact of the gold, before he took this fight, so he ended with 2,400 gold. Before doing that, he had... we're not going to count the Zyra kill. We're counting the macro play. So, like here, right? So he had, before hitting this turret, he had 1,000 gold. So he got 1,400 gold from fighting Panth and winning. Good job, like Yone's Yonoing, and then still pushing. Really good play from him. That's really good macro. A lot of players will be scared. Like in the VOD, this looks easy, right? But a lot of players will not push there when they're weak. So it's really hats off play to him. I go back bottom here, right? He's pushing top. I'm pushing bottom. Again, I'm a little scared this game, right? Because, again, I have no backup. We got no vision, but I still have to push. That's what I do. So this is very terrifying, right? Look at the map. Their pants top. The entire rest of the team is missing. So this is very scary, and I'm a little Teemo, but you got to do what you got to do, especially when losing. When losing, you have to take more risk. When winning, you don't have to. So I'm getting this pressure down, right? I am pressuring. You can see I'm spam ping for Nautilus. He does come here this time. Zyra comes and holds the wave. I'm trying to set up a pick with Nautilus here. We're trying to look for a pick with Zyra. I don't think that saw me, but she was just playing safe. And then, you know, we went for the pick. It looks like it was warded. Didn't work out, but I appreciate Naut for trying. So this was a giant waste of time. That's okay. We try and collapse mid here. Volley's top. Ezreal's kiting well. Nico's here. I'm not dying for this. Looks like a bad fight. They kind of outplayed us. I'm just going to put damage down and pray. We killed a volley. Massive. I went a little too far forward. Got tagged by Zyra. Have to flash. Pants on my ass. I'm good. I'm out. So it was kind of not... As you can see, I still have the cough. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great, right? Only down 4k. They do have 3 Drakes, though, so it's kind of back against the wall here. But honestly, this game, the fact that we even made it this far is a free win since how far we're behind. Panth got caught here with his hands reaching. So if you're Pantheon this game, right, you threw this game. You can already see the Panth made so many mistakes, right? And again, Macro, why is he there? Why is he there and not pushing top lane? Why is he there and not pushing bottom, right? 8 kill Panth, he should run the side lane. But you can see his macro kind of messed him up. And so if this Panth, right, if this Panth bottom review, yeah, he could have won the game easily. Drake spawning in 2 minutes, so I'm going bottom because I'm already thinking about how do we get Drake. Look at my build here. I have Gunblade into Leandre's Malignance. I'm not going Nashers as often this season. I feel like it's unnecessary, so I have more Shrooms set up. Yone's pushing top, beautiful. I got bottom pushed out, beautiful. Now we're looking for Drake opportunities, right? We get bottom pushed, that will put pressure bottom. Yone's pushing pressure top. I think he has teleport, I'm not sure. Now I'm already thinking about Dragon. We facilitate this pick, right? Good job by Nautilus, kind of running with me. Now we have a 4v5 or 5v4 until Dragon, which is really impactful. I want to get this turret, right? We're already here. So this play is facilitated by me, right? I always ping everything. I spam ping everything. I'm pinging here. I'm begging Yone to TP. I start pinging on his head, I think. I'm like, dude, please, look at my ping. I'm pinging on Yone's head. Please freaking TP, bro. Don't leave us hanging. But he didn't TP, but it looks like their team... Oh, Volley's chasing Caitlyn mid for some reason. So, we don't get to teleport, but Volley's chasing Caitlyn. That's fine. We want Drake, bro. We want Drake. Like, our Volley's chasing Caitlyn. Volley does kill Caitlyn, and he actually gets out. But, like, bro, we have Drake position, right? I decide not to chase that because, again, Drake's spawning. It's 4th Drake, by the way, so Drake's really important. 20 seconds. We're kind of in a hard position because our Yone and Caitlyn are dead. Yone got picked on the sideline, but we have control of the Drake. That matters, like, the most, right? We have a TP coming in from Panth. We're on top of that. I try and hold this middle angle. We get volley with a shroom. I have to be very careful, right? Remember, we have a 3 versus 5, right? Like, this is not, like, look, they have 4 people here. We have 3. 2 of our teammates are dead, so I'm trying not to play too crazy. Pants starts running at me. Zyra's behind me, right? I'm fried. I go up this way. I'm praying that I don't get hit by everything. Or Gwen dies. I actually get the trade on Pants somehow. So, like, we got kind of lucky, but we also played that great. And the shrooms, look at the shrooms. Remember, this is 4th Drake, by the way. 4th Drake. Really important time of the game. They're all 1 HP from the shrooms. We get the vision plant down. Yone's coming from the bottom. I'm on the top. They're all 1 shot from the shrooms. Yone cleans house with 1 kill. Ezreal has to bounce. We get the Zyra. We get the Drake. We played it flawlessly. This is what you have to do to win these unwinnable games. Because, again, look at the scorecard. Only down 1,000 gold. We prevent 4 Drakes. But remember, we were down 6,000 gold at 11 minutes. So, like, if you want to win these impossible games, one, it starts with not flaming, right? I didn't type a single thing this game. My top lane's flaming, my jungle's AFK, my support's flaming. 1, it starts with not typing, and then 2, it starts with actually trying to win, right? Because again, this is an impossible game. We're down 6k gold and 3 Drakes at 10 minutes. That should be a loss. But I mean, it just starts with and again, right? If you forfeit that game, I'm not mad at you. Like, this game got FF'd, okay. We were down 6k at 10 minutes. FF'd, okay, that makes sense. But you don't have to, and like, you can win these games, especially with the systems in place. But like, yeah, it really all starts with not typing and actually trying to win, I think. So now it's an even game, right? Well, we're still behind, technically. If you press tab, I'm fed. That's about it. Yone's okay. Gwen's okay. But they still have a fed Panth and fed Ezreal. So, like, we're not even winning, because having a fed ADC is the ultimate win con. So, like, we're not even winning. I would say it's about even. Like, it's winnable. So, I have a lot to do. This is what I like to do. I call this stacking the deck, where you control a side lane, right? This is called stacking the deck. Instead of pushing bottom, I'm overloading Yone's side lane. Yone proved to be a decent player. I'm overloading his side lane. Now, I jumped the gun a little bit. We don't get this kill, but we do create a favorable position on the map, right? Zyra's bottom. She has teleport. If she wants to, she can push and get the tower. But I found, like, this is a Masters and Grandmaster game. I find it so often people will not push and will not play proactive. They'll always play defensively. I use that to my advantage. So you notice Zyra's pushing here. I know she's not going to keep pushing. She's playing Zyra mid, right? That's not a split push heavy champ. If that's a Fiora, I'm taking my ass to base. If that's a Fiora, I'm going base. But she's playing Zyra mid. I know she doesn't actually want to push. I know she's going to cave. Her right play is not fighting and just hitting this turret and going for inhib, right? But I know she's going to cave. People play defensively by nature, so I'm not budging. I'm sacking those minions. I'm getting a favorable fight for us. Baron's on the board, right? So we take this flangle. We take this flank angle right here. We get solo Nico ult. That's massive, right? And she's pretty fed. She's 2 items. So we get solo Nico ult, but then we also hold this flangle here. We get a 1-for-1, which is not ideal. I flash nothing because my hands are rusty. And again, we knew Zyra was going to teleport, so Zyra did not push the side lane. Yone's kind of deep. It's a little scary. I'm waiting for my time here. This fight's obviously, I'm just being patient. This fight's going crazy. Just waiting. We see Nico commit. I'll take my freebie here like a patient lad, and then we have Baron control, right? This is what we were looking for. Now, guys, I'm a noob here. Look at this gameplay. I'm an absolute idiot. I throw, right? So if we lose the team fight and we lose Baron because that, it's my fault, right? We have Baron position. We could have actually went and done Baron. I'm an idiot. I cheesed kills. That's my bad. If we lost Baron, that's because of me, and it's my fault. I get that. So that's a really terrible throw for me, but was my first death in 15 minutes. Not going to be too hard on myself, but all this action is happening without me. You don't want that. As Teemo, just don't die. You want to be in the action. I'm spam pinging. I'm like, guys, please don't fight. I'm dead. Please don't fight. I'm dead. So now we have to get bot lane. We have to at least hold it and get it back to a neutral state. Again, I'm not interested in side lane versus Zyra. She can just sit in the bush and wait, so I go back mid. She actually was sitting in the bush and waiting, so my intuition was right there. So now I'm just sitting mid. This isn't ideal gameplay. Like, you want to be able to push side lane and have side lane be in a favorable spot. That's not this game for me. So it's not really ideal. I'm just fishing for kills. Drake spawning in 45, so this is very high risk. But again, overload the side lane, right? I'm overloading the side lane. Yone's pushing. Naturally, they're going to go defend Yone. When they defend Yone, I'm going to be sitting here, right? And that's exactly what I do. Boom. Ezreal's 1 HP. That's fine. I'm okay doing that and not dying. Pants steps on a shroom. Pants 1 HP. So again, I'm overloading the side lane. Now we go push top. Playing aggressively, playing proactive. This is very proactive gameplay, something I urge you guys to do more often. Caitlyn dodges the Nico ult, as you can hear, which is beautiful. We push mid, we get mid turret. Drake spawning, so we're pivoting over to Drake. Very scary part of the game. So now I know that Volley wants to steal this Drake as Soul. So if you look at my positioning here, I am playing anti-Volley. We put a fat shroom down. We get the Panth ult onto a shroom. You see Volley. I know Volley. I'm a jungle main. I know Volley wants to steal this. So watch me. I completely just go cuck Volley. We see Volley. I'm just making sure he's not able to get in. Oh, you're going this way? Okay, I'm going to go this way too, buddy. You're not going this way either. Let's get that Drake. And we do. We get Drake. Naut goes in and ints. I was like, bro, what are we doing here? I even threw a couple pings. I'm like, what are we doing? I don't die, though. Caitlyn actually makes a nice play. Volley flashes on my head. I do die. My bad. Bad positioning. We both die. Uh-oh. I don't remember. I blocked this part out. Ezreal hits a couple shrooms and I get a kill. You love to see that. Caitlyn dies for free. Wow, I honestly thought we were just smooth sailing, but it looks like we threw as a team. Now we go to Baron. Now we're Baron dancing. Item check. We have almost full build. I'm going Shadow Flame Deathcap last items. I do like Bloodletters over Leandre's. Not ints again. Nautilus ints again, by the way. Just completely, like, look at this numbskull. You want to know what's funny, too? I gave him support. This is my support account, and I'm queuing Teemo support. Teemo support #Phil. He says, hey, can I please support main? So I was fuming. But, of course, I'm not going to type any of that. But mentally, I'm like, dude, I gave this guy my role, and he's running it the frick down for what reason? Now you're going to notice something here. Something rare. I panic. We panic, guys. So we have a 4v5 at Baron, and they're fully set up. You're going to notice something I do here. I panic. Usually I would just give this bottom and push. I would give this and push bottom. But we go in here. We fight a 4v5. Obviously, it doesn't work out. It's a 4v5, and they're set up. It doesn't work out. Duh. It's a 4v5. That's how 4v5s work. We panic. We all die. We give Baron. Straight panic gameplay. I get 1 kill. Cool beans. Ezreal pings me. That's funny. You see Yone pings. Yone spam pinging the jungle and the ADC. He was doing that from like the get-go. So that was a pretty panic play. Oh, guess what? Our Nautilus ints again. So at this point, we went from damn we won to damn we lost. Like now we're down another 3k and we have a clear inter, right? Our Nautilus, our supports are running down literally. So it went from damn we won to damn we lost in a quick 5 minutes. But again, I'm just going to play the freaking game, man. So all you do is play the game. I don't know what they're doing here. They're fighting us in our red buff. They griefed it. Also, keep in mind, so if you're struggling to close out games, look how stupid this is. Dude, they have Baron. So remember that macro thing we're talking about? Bruh, they have Baron. Why are they fighting at a red? So first off, why is none of them top lane? So they talk about that macro thing. The top and mid laners in charge of macro. Why is Pantheon not top lane? Why is Zyra? Zyra has teleport. I don't know if Pantheon's teleport or not. He should. But Zyra has teleport. Why are they not top lane? This is macro, guys. So to win this game, dude, we have Baron. Hey, can somebody go top? And said Pantheon's fishing for kills. He's fishing for picks in our jungle. But, you know, the thing with team fighting is sometimes you win team fights, sometimes you lose them, you know? You're not guaranteed to win a team fight. So, like, if you look at the macro by them, they have Baron, and now they just grief their Baron. Why are they not pushing top? Why are they not pushing bottom? Again, it's shrimply unacceptable, and keep in mind, this is Masters to Grandmaster. This isn't a silver game. I'm not smurfing in bronze. This is Masters and Grandmasters ranked players. So it's like, it's just unacceptable. Why is Panth not going top lane? Why is Zyra not going top lane? They could have won this game 5 times over, But look at, I mean, even look, they have Baron. Our top wave is pushed to their turret. And again, I'm pushing bot lane here. I take my bait. I don't take my baits. I stay. Play proactive still. I should have kept pushing bottom. VOD review here. Why am I not pushing bottom? Why am I going mid for the random fight? Pretty dumb, right? We got a kill. We got a 1-for-1. But, like, I could just be pushing bottom. That's the better play. So, shame on me for having bad macro. We're taking the ARAM mid. That's not worth. We get wiped. We get wiped here. That's not ideal. Do I get a cheesy pick or no? I'm looking. It's scary. Oh, Drake spawning. That's why I'm looking. Drake spawning. I'm trying to win the game for us. There's no way I pulled this off, right? Like, there's not a chance. That's why this is going to be their Ocean Soul. No way I can pull this off. Dude, how did Volley know I was there? This guy's a genius. Volley knew I was there somehow. Volley knew I was there and took the scenic route. What a smart guy. Put a shroom down. They're playing it really smart. They're teleporting. Panth TP's on Caitlyn. Caitlyn puts traps down. We kill Panth. Yeah, we can't kill Volley. We can't steal Drake. Volley gets it. Volley kills Caitlyn. Do I win this? I don't even remember. Ults me on my head. I shroom him. I die. So Volley kind of... I mean, how can we win? They have Oceans. Honestly, look at the VOD review. How did we win this game? How did we win this? What? I think I'm playing well. I'm not playing perfect, though. I could play this game way better. Yone dies. We're inting. I'm sure Naught's going to die, too. Like, that's kind of been how it's been working. Let's see here. I go bottom, right? You notice I'm always getting that side lane pushing. So we're fighting mid. Our team's dying. But, guys, you got to get the side lane going. Side laning is really important, right? Like, why would I go mid and fight on this turret? My team's fighting. They're being idiots. They're dying. I can't. I'm not going to go die with them. That would be stupid. So, what do? I push bottom and get a win count on the board. Their Nico support comes to try and hold me. That's exactly what I want, right? I position perfectly outside the turret range. I kill Nico. Our team is holding somehow. I don't know how. But you're going to notice I'm bottom, so they sent Nico back, which I killed. Then they sent Zyra. So if they send 2 back, they can no longer push mid. So I am defending mid lane without being there. That is macro, right? I'm defending mid lane while not even being there. That is how you macro. Don't be scared to do it in your games. Look at the build. We have Shadow Flame now. My last item is sell boots for death cap. So now I go group with the team. I don't know why. We'll see. Flash, kill, volley. Baron. Okay, Baron spawning. That's why. I'm grouped as Baron spawning. Now, here's something I do very often, right? Kind of main character energy. Instead of doing the Baron with my team, I will often try to make a pick. Hey, you guys can do Baron. I'm going to try and pick them while they're contesting Baron. That's always my play style. Very main character energy. You know, you don't have to do this, but I'm always, again, I play proactive. My brain works proactively 99% of the time, right? And we get a kill, right? We set up a kill on Panth. Yone helped us out. Appreciate it. But notice, like, I'm setting up these plays. I'm playing Teemo, but look, I'm sitting here waiting and I'm pinging. So it's like I am always in the proactive mode. That's what has helped me climb. That's what I want you guys to do more. Yes, we're playing a champ that could be one shot. We're playing a champ that's not good at 1v1ing. Playing a champ with a lot of counterplay, but still, we can play proactive and win games. We have top in him here, so I'm just pushing to try and end the game. Again, you noticed I've been pushing his side lane the entire game, whether it's bot or top. Yone's been doing a good job at it, too. Gwen gets a free kill. That's massive. We have Baron, so our minions are getting powered up. Very risky play to do this instead of going bot lane for bottom hit, but look where our wave is. Because remember, these turrets respawn, so very risky. Get another turret, and then I commit to the Nexus. So I'm like, dude, please, let's win this freaking game. Volley jumps on my head. I'm just pumping this thing, and we win. Look at that. Impossible game, right? Look at earlier, 1-8 down 6K. Impossible game, but we got the W. Try this build out in your games. Try this play style in your games. You guys have a wonderful day.